everybody. Welcome back. I'm going to do a little bit change of pace today too. Just a little bit. So we've been doing pretty tech heavy these last couple of days here. And I actually do have some new tech to show you guys. So we're going to get to it. I've jumped into AE like I said I would. I made a 16K drive and a 64K drive. And it's got stuffs in it. It's actually got a lot of stuff in it. I have my pattern encoder. Chess was the last thing I made. Our little crafting monitor thingy. And this. These are the recipes that I have in it so far. The high oven. The high oven I needed to change to output blocks. And we'll go take a peek at that real quick here. Still not hooked up to anything. But I needed to change it to output blocks because it was not able to keep up with how fast it could go through the materials. When I hand supplied it, it would get, oh, like that. If I come in here and just cycle through real quick, these will probably all bleed out. So, there we go. But it doesn't get as backed up as it used to. That's not right. That's not right at all. I found that these blocks have a bug and they don't update properly from what you last saw unless you are within range, I guess. And even though I can click it from down here, like if I click this right now and then click here, alright, okay, let me see. If I go up here, let's just try. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, well, if it still had items in it, if it thought it was cooking it down, and then I click down here, it's actually showing me this inventory, as that slot should have picked up my armor. These last four here. That would, see how it just vanished right there? That would have been my my armor in the last four slots there. Anywho, but this is actually working out pretty well. We are getting a fair deal of materials, but it's coming out in blocks. And to that end, I've decided just to store the blocks, and I gave the crafting grid all the recipes it would need to be able to take those blocks and put them back into their ingot forms, so whenever we need them, it'll just automatically come out. But I've also added in a lot of the block forms of the alloys as well, like Inbar. This is bronze, the Tinker's alloy. Electrum, that's just a shiny, and then Enderium is way down at the bottom. And we'll eventually teach this thing more. I got 4 pages, so that's pretty cool, of stuff for that. This is one of the first things I made it learn. It's in here somewhere. There it is. And then if you want one, you just click. I scroll back down, and it made one. It works pretty fast. It does pretty good. The second update is I went through and I made a advanced filing cabinet here, and it holds non-stackable items, and it's actually stacking some of them. So that's kind of cool. I guess when they're completely identical, it will stack them. And it actually looks like there's a whole lot more than there is. Every single scroll of this is just moving the item, one item from the top left off, and then one item from the bottom right on. So it looks like I have tons of items, but I don't. But this will let my mob farm work a little bit more smoother, because this isn't going to fill... What the? Is it already full? No. Well, it's mostly working okay. Let me see, is there anything in here? I don't know, maybe it doesn't like me scrolling through it or something. But it should try to go in there first as the first valid target, and then it should go into here second. Apparently stackable items just aren't allowed in their periods, so you don't have to do any sort of filtering or anything. So that's pretty cool. But this should help us out with our Ender Pearl production and such, as well as our mob essence, which we have already generated enough mob essence in 1 24-hour period as to what we paid for all that niter. of which I still have 420 blocks left of it. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, that recaps the tech. I don't think I've done... Oh, I changed out down here. I found out what the problem was, and it was this thing. This thing is the problem. And it's probably still a problem right there now that I look at it. Anyways, it was sucking the items up even before they would go into the planter. It was the #1 priority. So this branch over here makes this closer by like 1 block, I think. No, maybe not even. Maybe it's just working by luck. In which case we will take it. Actually, let's last I looked that was at 15% done. For the hoarding, open up. 19% done. We're doing pretty good. Not too bad at all, especially since it's just kind of there. I'm not really actively pursuing that. I do have to check here every now and again, make sure we have enough coal in these machines. This one down here doesn't run out, but that one does for some reason. So, you know, just do that. Give it like another half stack. And then I found out you can do that. Normally when you right click once, it will put whatever's in your hand in there, and if you double right click it takes everything out of your inventory. Well, even if it's not in your hand, if you still double click it, it will still go into the barrel. So there we go. See, tons of them. And then 36. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. I can use that to sort through the different... Bam. There we go. Like, when I'm coming back from my sifting system, and I have, you know, like redstone, glowstone, and other stuff on me, I can just go through and double-click all the barrels over here without having to cycle through them in my inventory to get them into the chest. You know, it's just double-click, 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 done, done, done. Very, very nice. Oh, okay. So Sun King said there was a chest in here, so we're going to go see... Oh, yeah? Another thing to note is this has been here for a couple of days now. I kind of left it as a test. And the glowstone, the energized glowstone has not solidified again. So it has been a couple of days. That might be a valid covering, but... I'm so close. Ah. Oh. Oh, Peck Forager. Nice. Wait a second. A Peck Forager named James. Ah, haha, very funny. You very funny. Alright, let's see what this does. Let's do an exact copy first. And we might just have this guy roam around our island. There we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's got the name and everything. That is awesome. So from what I recall, we can give this guy like gold or something. There we go. Got a stack of gold. Hey, buddy. Cinnabar chunk cluster. Oh, do I really have to? Oh, sometimes he doesn't give anything. Ooh, mana bean. What? Hey, buddy. You don't want to trade no more? If I recall correctly, yeah, they are also notorious little pick-me-ups. Okay, so everybody close your eyes. I hope you all didn't witness that. Okay, we're going to... Thank you very much, Sun King. And also thank you to Lurch, who yesterday hopped into the channel just to say hey, and said he was really appreciating these videos. I'm assuming with Lurch, it's a he. If it's a she, my apologies. But so thank you. That is appreciated. Hearing that I'm not boring, you know. Anyways, we've already been like 10 so minutes, somewhere in around there. Anyways, I want to do a building project today. I really, really want to do a building project today. And the building project I want to do is the staircase that we had talked about when we were doing the paths. So, well, not really a staircase, but the one that's going to go up there and then wrap around the edge here, come to about here with a plateau and a connection over to here, and then wrap around up into the bottom here. Yeah. Bastards, get off my house! There. And finally end up here. And, oh, another update. Server-wise, we are considering adding in a couple of mods of our own. We put the vote out, and in general, the majority of people do seem up for it. But I don't want to add in a mod that's going to make people not want to play. So I'm going to see if any of the people who didn't want the new mods are going to consider it a killing point for them on the server and such. And then, you know, I'll tell them to go screw themselves and I'm going to do what I want because it's my server. No, I'm just kidding. We'll iron out all the things. But the 3 mods that we're looking into adding, one is computer craft, and you guys know I love screwing around with computer craft. I would love to have like a little interface for my reactor and everything. And this AE system and anything else that I can hook together with computer craft. That would be just a lot of fun to screw around with. And you know, I'm looking at this server and this mod pack is something I really want to keep this going for quite a while. This is probably one of the most fun building things I have done in a long time. And I think after I finish this island and get it set to where I really want to, I might just start on other large construction projects. So my secret project that I haven't really told anybody about is I really love the windmill from the Gorilla songs that you see in a couple of their videos. It's is it Tomorrow Comes Today? No. Feel Good Inc. Feel Good Inc. is I think where it first starts out. It's just a windmill that's soaring through the clouds. So I kind of want to have a windmill. This is something I'll probably have to clear with my neighbors, but just off to the side here, like right about here or so. Actually, I haven't charged my jetpack in a while. I hope I can do this safely. So right about here or so, and maybe work on it with everybody involved who would be able to see it. But just something that's kind of there. The other alternative is to put it right up above, off to one side here, above the island. So we might also do that. But I have another idea for an island, which I always said I would save for the map restart, but honestly, I'm not sure I want to restart anytime soon. I always assume that it's going to be coming, especially with this sort of mod pack where it's all quest oriented and stuff like that. But they keep adding new quests. Some of these are going to be lasting quite a little while, and it's just fun. At the end of the day, I can always wipe out people's questing data, and they can start over whenever they want to if they really feel like doing that. So there's always possibilities, yeah? Always possibilities. And the other island I was thinking of is going to be more of a, like this is a very natural looking island. The other one would be very much a man-made industrial island. It would definitely have the rotors and turbines from the big reactors as part of like the, don't think of it as an airship, but as something like an air city block or something like that, you know? Very industrial feeling, very pipes everywhere, electricity crackling, that sort of thing. And it might just be fun to get some people together on this same exact server, maybe wipe out our quest books and start on the island, you know, just 500 blocks that way or something. Something that's not too ridiculously far, but just a good place to have a little joint project that's kind of separate from these and just work towards it and see what we can do. But for today, this is our project, and we are even going back old school, very old school. I'm going to get a whole bunch of dirt, and we are going to spec out this walkway and see what we can get. Let me put this stuff away. Ooh. I think that's enough. I've still got to get used to that interface taking my control. I'm used to, you know, E opens, E closes sort of deal. Just doesn't always happen that way now. But yeah, let's load up on dirt here. There we go. And I actually want to get some mossy stone. Fluid transposer, moistener, fluid transposer. We might just make some real quick as opposed to hunting through all this for it. Oh, or we'll just find it. Oh, or we'll find what I'm really looking for directly. Cool. Although I don't know if I can do this yet. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Okay, I've got to be really careful. I've got to work on leveling this thing. Because I found out using it for sand, or snow, you're not getting anything. Oh, and here's where dirt might not be a bestest of... It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Alright, so I'm going with 2 wide patterns here, or 2 wide floors. So to keep a normal staircase, and I'm not being that exact with this stuff, so let's put that down there. Might need to get rid of this. And then from here, we're going to need another step up. And I want it to kind of go around at that level, so... This is where we'll want to curve it inwards. Let's do another step up there. And to help with picking stuff up, just turn that on. Actually, I wonder if I shouldn't have brought it out another one before this. I think I should have. Maybe do that. Alright, let's get rid of those. I'm kind of trying to do a little bit more of a free form. The angles are okay, as opposed to, like, see how I have the path down here? Normally, guys, I am all about 90-degree turns because that gives you some very interesting architecture, and the 3 wide makes it take up enough space to be part of this thing instead of just the little annoying outline. But I'm trying to do a much more free form this time. The nice rounded edges, the bends wherever you want them, where you kind of expect them to be. So it's going to be a little harder to do that up here. It's like, see right there? Where it goes down to 1 wide? I don't like that. But you don't have a ton of options, really, when you're trying to build in Minecraft. Especially on the scale. This is where microblocking might help out a little bit, is we could do a quarter block on this side, maybe a quarter block on that side, and still kind of have a 2 wide path. And here's where we need to curve the path again. I think like that. And then we need to do it again. And then up. Because we want it to, I believe, wrap around up here. I might have even needed to go up a little bit sooner than this. Alright, first of all, that just looks out of place. Let's get rid of that. Alright, let's undo this real quick, and I should really go refill my jetpack. Some sneaky grass growing that fast. Okay, now I'm not sure we're going to take it all the way back as far as I just did. Because I would kind of like it to come out here and then maybe go up to about here. That's why we're doing this in dirt, though, so we can get a good view of how this is going to go. Alright, so if it comes up, up, and up, we'll have our little, keeping it steady there. Oops. I used to do quite a bit of hiking, and there's a trail up in the Adirondacks. It's in the Mount Marcy area, but it's Moose Lake or Heart Lake, I think, next to Mount Joe and such. And there's a trail called the Trap Dyke Hike that also includes Avalanche Pass, which has a section of the trail that is no longer on the ground. You're literally walking on a platform of logs that have been embedded into a stone wall that are over one of the lakes that were created by the moving glaciers. And it's a really neat part of the trail. It's a really neat part of the trail. And I kind of want this to be something akin to that, you know? I'm not sure we'll actually get that, but we can try. See how I've already kind of made this a little too square right here. I don't know, maybe that's just the way that the walkway should be, though. It's the difference between wandering around on a path and then saying, alright, I need to tame this environment here. I got the nice little walkway around here. Then, alright, if I accept that there, and then if we go up, I would like to have a little bit of a viewing platform at this level. So if that's center, we got 1, 2, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Suppose the symmetry will look good that way. And this is where connecting this part of the path is going to be interesting, because where it would ideally branch off and come around is going to be right there, but that's not really the path, so to speak. So if we do that, and then that, we can gap it over here. Walk over, walk down, have a nice little path here to look out. And we can walk back. And this is where it just needs to start going up. We need to cover a significant amount of elevation. So we'll walk up, oops, up, and then we'll be at the front of the house here. Walk right up on inside. Ta-da! So, can I actually do this in a straight line? I might be able to. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, I would actually like it to go over one more, but that is workable. That is indeed workable. Alright, seriously, let me go recharge my jetpack. The next thing we need to consider are the materials. I'm clearly thinking wood because that's just what I would normally think. There we go, let that charge up. Now would be the time to actually pick the wood, though. And, you know... wood. Ooh, this is going to be all over the place, and as much as I love the papaya in the last Muckin server, maybe we should do something a little bit more subdued. I would actually like a nice dark green or dark gray. Even this, the colored gray planks, would not be too bad. Okay, puck. That's a neat looking wood. Baobab? Baobab. Green heart wood planks. Comes from green heart wood. That I do like. That I like. I wonder how we get a hold of green heart. I don't think, however, we would use their logs. Is that it there? Yeah, it's it there. Kapok is not too bad. Oh, wood 24. I'm almost getting the impression this is not... Yeah. I don't think this is an available wood. It has no 2-plank recipe, which is what makes it a little suspect. It's a shame, too. Large? No, not really. Citrus isn't too bad, but again... Is that only purchasable, maybe? See, I remember citrus planks in the last one. They don't seem to be in this one. Oh, there's a wood slab. Citrus wood down to citrus wood planks. Okay. No, there they are. Let me check that one again? Yeah, no shapeless. Okay. Where was the citrus, though? That might not be too bad. And I've already forgotten the other wood I wanted to use. There we go, green heart wood planks. Okay. So these are both woods that, surprise, surprise, I do not have any of right now. So I think we're going to... Whoa. Oh, phew. I think we are going to use this, and actually I'm going to store... Where are these materials over here right now? That interface... So it's trying to, it's hard for me to remember the vanilla move everything mechanics, but I believe it's have it in your hand, have a stack in your hand or some in your hand, and then double click it in your inventory in order to move everything that is in your inventory over. But these will be a good, oop, we don't have our jetpack. These will be a good placeholder for now. Bink. That's going to look pretty cool. That is definitely going to look pretty cool. I do want to kind of curve this around, though. Yeah, I don't want that to be square. So let's figure out the chances of that. So I was kind of doing the V's, which I think would need to start about here. Around. Seriously? That is not what I built this pathway for, you stupid things. It is good to know that It's a valid path. Alright, so we might need to do a little restructuring in this area. So if we bring the pathway up sooner rather than later, let's take that out. And we just start here, and we go up. I don't think that'll be too awkward. I could be mistaken. This could be extremely awkward. We go up and up, around and over. That is a little too narrow right there. We're going to have to do that sort of thing. Down and down. Nice. Alright, alright. I think we are good to plank this up. Gonna need to do some stairs in some of these locations. And I'm gonna try to keep it vanilla blocks as opposed to micro blocks wherever possible. So there's some steps. We'll make just a few more. We'll get these a-going. There we go. Yep, 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 yep. No. And then we go 1, 2, 3. This is where we might get into micro-blocking these to make them a little bit wider for the initial stairs up. Because I think it's going to be somewhat narrow in certain areas. Yeah, like right here. Maybe if we extend a little micro-block there and a micro-block there, we'll have a nice consistent width as we go up. There. Onesie-twosie. See, that's a little misleading there, but I kind of like it. And the final step just over on this side. And that is an airplane you guys hear going overhead. I'm recording a little bit earlier in the day than I normally would. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do I want the ramp up to start here? And do I want 7, 8, 9? I do like that. I do like that. I like the not everything at once approach that I'm kind of trying to do. That's why the bends are curved. Everything's kind of, we'll get there, you know? And this will help us get a better visual on it. Separating the grass from the dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I might not actually let that grass block stay there. That's all going to be dependent upon whether or not it actually turns into a tree, which it has a really good possibility of doing right now. This thing here probably needs more work. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably not going to have enough steps to do this and the other side, am I? So we'll want that there, 1Z, 2Z, 3Z. This actually came out a little bit more interesting than I thought. This is inverted from the other staircases, and I think we don't want to do that. You want the ups to be kind of what grabs you, not the downs. So we're going to get rid of that. And that. There we go. Yeah, the down should be more freeing, but the up should kind of be grabbing you and guiding you in. Makes a safer staircase. Alright. Now we're just going to do one side of this to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But for this time, white bees? Wintry and diligent, 10%. Wintry. And diligent also has a 10% for frigid. They are both just 10%. I do not know if that makes them exclusive. SCLU, could just be that combination has a chance for either or. 3, 4, 5. What was it? 9? 2, 3, 4. And we make them in batches of 4. I'm going to end up with one extra stair. Bam. Ah. There we go. And I actually do want this to be wood. Perfect. This might actually change right there. I'm not sure if I'll use wooden steps for that last little piece. That might be already in the house's territory. But for now, what do they do? There we go. And you know, I don't know if I want the let's get this down. I don't know if I want the staircase to lead me right into a wall. For stairs down, that's kind of okay, but this is the entrance to the house. It should be a little bit more presentable. I could start it back one more. But doing a little bit of a landing here. Alright, let's get more stairs. I was trying to do it without it, but let's just bring this thing up here. Whoa! I double tapped! I double tapped! That way it won't kill the grass. Stay off the lawn! And up and in. Does that look too horribly bad? I mean, my current instinct says, yes, what the heck are you doing? This looks ugly as all can be. If you're doing a 2, stay with a 2. That also looks ugly. I was hoping not to have to shorten this pattern at all. But maybe this has to go. Here we are. And this is not what's going to be going right here for the floor, by the way, guys. Ooh, oh. That's a little close. That is a little close. I'm going to kind of do the same sort of floor I have on the Pixelmon server here, where we will be using stone brick for a nice little outer edge, and then some slabs, I think, just to give it that little inset sort of feel. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I don't know, that feels a little too close. I kind of like the overall entrance of it, but if we move it back, one, forward one. You would need to do this to satisfy the it doesn't look like crap. Whoa. To satisfy that it doesn't look like crap requirement for the turn. That is now the majority of this floor taken up by stairs, though. The house is already kind of wide, or kind of long and just covering this area. Also, no way over here. Actually, I'm just going to take that whole thing off. Would it look too horrific if I moved this all over one? I don't think so, but we'd have to start the staircase up one higher. Oh, if I moved it over to the left... So the stairs would come up here and turn into the house. You would have this entire area. Whoa ho ho, hello edge. Hoo hoo. This part might require a little bit more thought, guys. Maybe from here up we do a single file pathway. And we can single file up this. Put the turn in there. No, I didn't need that. Stuck under the ledge. Let's get rid of that and that. That would give us our floor back. I do kind of like the gap here. I have to say, I do kind of like that this is the floor. There'll be a little railing here. The wall will go up there. We'll have a nice big window, and then maybe some like potted plants or some bookshelves. It doesn't have to be a walkable area to be a used area. Those two things are not inclusive of each other by default. So yeah, I do like this single file pathway a little bit better. Although I do think I will still put some kind of a balcony right off here. Put the dirt back. Put down one of the pathways. Bam. And maybe even have a little something over here, a little garden or something to come and tend to. Nice. I like this. I do like this. Come up here. Yeah, this is working out much better. The flow is just... Whoops. Now the flow is a fall. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This has been a long, creative episode just for making the start of our pathway. Although I really like how this is coming along. We need to add in support structures, and you know, I might keep you for another minute or two. Let's do... Does this end up? Yes. Do that. Do another one right there. That'll work. We definitely need one on this corner here, but I'm hoping... Yeah, I'll do like that. Oop. Damn. No, I don't want this one to go all the way down. That's too far. That is way too far. So let's do right there. We'll need a little one here. That one there, and maybe another one over on this side here. Nope. This is kind of how we did some of the edging work in the Thaumcraft room. Actually, I was wondering if I couldn't do this. I should be able to, in my opinion, put a block there. I don't know, we'll work out something here for the support structures underneath there, but for now, even just, Oop. Figures. Much more substantial walkway there. Whoa. Nice. Then down to the squid pond. Alrighty guys. Thank you for joining me. This time it really is. Until next time. I'm going to keep on working on the tech stuff and a little bit more on this walkway and such, so I'll just show it off to you guys next time. So everything's going to just keep on progressing at its nice and slow pace, and we'll just see where we end up for the next episode. I'll probably have a house in here by then. And I really need to get back to that house down there and finish that one off as well. Oh, I was mentioning mods. Yeah, sorry. This is way back in the beginning. We are considering putting in Computer Craft, which I already mentioned, Witchery, and Mechanism. Mechanism was something I actually wanted to add it on early on, but the jetpack seemed a little too cheaty. But then they just added in a jetpack mod. So, yeah, that doesn't seem like it's too cheaty anymore. But Witchery has the ability to change the biomes of areas, and I can't believe it's not in the mod pack. It really feels like it should be. And when we do, we're going to have some fun. There's going to be a nice enchanted forest around this with a lake here. Probably maybe like make the lake a river biome. And a normal forest in the front here that's going to peter off to a little desert peninsula. We're going to get some extreme hills snow on this little end here. That's where our snowman guy is. And I want to try to set this guy up to where he can be seen roaming a little section of the mountain up here, but where he won't make a really far plunge off of it. We also might do some extreme hills over here. Down here, probably, this is forest right now, change this over to a plains. And make our swamp here a little bit bigger. I think I might make it run along the river here actually. But so that would be neat to do, to try and go through and re-biome or reskin the biomes for this entire island. It really is like one of the parts of the final step of rebuilding the world. So until next time guys, next time might have 3 new mods that we can start screwing around with. We'll see how it goes. Until then though, have a good one. Oh, thank you for watching too.